To the show on this Thursday. We're glad you're here. Another warm day in the forecast. We do have some cooler temperatures on the way.
Yeah, well, we do as we go into the weekend, but we still have like 3 more days of seeing highs into the upper 80s. I know, so all the way into the weekend, we're going to continue. And today is the first day since Sunday, folks, that we do not have an elevated fire risk in place. With that being said, though, relative humidity is going to be a little bit higher, but we still have some breezier winds and we still have some dry soil conditions. So you do want to still be a little extra cautious. Storm Prediction Center, including us under a level 1 risk, which I find really interesting. I don't expect to see much in the form of severe weather tonight, but a few rumbles of thunder not out of the question. And you can see this rain. If this comes to fruition, folks, I mean, truly going to be certainly a blessing for a lot of us here across East Tennessee. So we'll see some potential rain later on tonight. Fairly dry as we head into your Friday and going into your Saturday. And then here comes our next cold front that's going to be sliding into the region this weekend. And this is forecast to change up our forecast into the early part of next week, dropping our temperatures just a little bit. So here's a glimpse of your Saturday. Saturday is still going to be really warm for most of the day. Late Saturday and into your Sunday, we watch the potential for some of this. It's like, oh, the best thing ever. Highlighting an elevated fire risk to our east, but this is the first day in 4 days that we have not had an elevated fire risk directly here across East Tennessee. I'm a little interested because the Storm Prediction Center does have our viewing area under a level 1 risk for some strong to severe thunderstorms. I'm not like overly concerned. We might get a few rumbles of thunder, but I don't quite expect to have the right environment for severe weather. Late tonight, early tomorrow morning. Is that not amazing? Like the best thing to see. Models were showing that a couple of days ago, and now they're kind of picking back up on it. So I think that's going to be a wonderful sight to have early tomorrow morning. And then we do have another chance for some rain pushing into the area as we go into the. We do have some solid precipitation that could try to make its way into the region. That's going to include tonight, and it's going to include the rain chances that we could see heading into your Saturday and Sunday. So here's our next cold front that's going to be pushing into the region this weekend and into the early hours of your Thursday. As you head outside, we're going to continue to see temperatures back into the middle 80s, forecasting temperatures to stay well above average all the way through the end of the week and as we go into the start of the weekend. But we are tracking the potential for, guess what? Some rain. It's just so nice to talk about. We do not have an elevated fire risk per se directly across our area. But even with this being said, folks, I really want you to still use caution today. We still have dry soil conditions. We're still going to have breezy weather throughout the afternoon. So don't completely let your guard down. Storm Prediction Center is putting our region under a level 1 risk. I'm not completely concerned about seeing severe weather tonight, but we could have a few rumbles of thunder with this system that is going to be pushing through later tonight and into the early hours of your Friday. So nice to see some of this rain in the forecast. I can't even tell you how happy that makes me. We do have another cold front that's going to be making its way directly through our region as we go into the weekend. And this frontal boundary is going to be cooling us down early next week with highs getting into the 60s, wake up temperatures down into the 30s possible. We're going to continue to highlight some of these cooler temperatures as we head throughout the rest of the week. Folks, we have dry soil conditions. We have breezy winds that'll be in place today. So just be smart, be smart. You know what I'm talking about. I'm also curious because the Storm Prediction Center has included our region under a level 1 risk. We have the potential for some showers, maybe some thunderstorms tonight, but when it comes to the severe risk of this system, my confidence level is just a little bit on the lower side. Could have some gusty winds with this system that does move through later on tonight, but what I'm most excited about is the rain. Much needed rain potentially pushing into our area as we go into the overnight hours. We'll stay fairly dry as we head into your Friday and as we go into your Saturday. And then here comes our next cold front that's going to be sliding into the region as we go into your Sunday, bringing in another chance for some beautiful, much needed rain. But also on the backside of the system, we are going to be trending quite a bit cooler into the early part of next week. So rain showers make their way into the region early Sunday morning. This system's going to slide out. We'll see some more sunshine. Warm day across East Tennessee. We're watching the potential for rain showers arriving tonight. We'll break down your future cast and have more on these rain chances coming up. And then Saturday night and into your Sunday, we do it all over again. This rain is so needed. We are fairly quiet this morning, although we do not have the elevated fire risk across our direct viewing area, folks. Please don't let your guard down today. We still have breezier conditions. We still have dry soil temperature, dry soil conditions. And so, I mean, like, you still can't just go all out. Just be very cautious again. I'm also interested because the Storm Prediction Center is putting that level 1 risk over us here across East Tennessee. The risk for severe weather relatively low, but we could have some gustier winds with some of these showers that push through late tonight. So timing for this likely going to be after many of us are in bed into the overnight hours, bringing in some moderate to heavy rain, maybe a few rumbles of thunder, and this could even carry on as we go into the early hours of your Friday. Friday is going to be fairly dry. We'll see rain showers start to increase as we get closer to the weekend. Saturday into Sunday, we have another cold front that's going to be sliding through. So dry for the most part on Saturday, still really warm. Overnight into your Sunday, we'll see some light to moderate rain. And then on the back side of this system, showers making their way into the region tonight. Much needed precipitation. We'll highlight the timing of this with your Futurecast coming up. I just don't want you to let your guard down. We still have dry soil conditions. We're still going to have breezy weather with winds out of the southwest. And there's still concerns in place today. And the Storm Prediction Center highlighting our viewing area under a level 1 risk. If we were to see any stronger storms tonight, which chances are kind of low, I'd say that gusty winds will be primarily the biggest concern. We are going to have some rain showers moving through late tonight, early tomorrow morning. Much needed precipitation pushing through the region. On the back side of this system, we're going to stay fairly dry into your Friday and into your Saturday. And then Saturday night and into your Sunday, here comes another cold front. And this cold front is going to bring in another chance for rain, as well as some big changes to our temperatures next week. So rain chances, again, they're going to stay and hold off until late Saturday night, early Sunday.